The dark phenomenon event that struck the Earth 536 AD brought end to millions. It was basically an astronomical event, a dark phenomenon, 536 AD. In the summer of 536 AD, a black cloud covered the sky and plunged North Africa, West Asia, Eastern Europe into darkness. Okay, a black cloud. The area was covered by a veil of dust which caused a drop in temperature, destruction of crops, and famine. It's said that it snowed in China in August and that there were strong storms and floods in Korea. People believed that the end of the world had come, and many were the ones who left their homes. This is how the reports go. The phenomenon was the reason why expansionist wars were started by the Mongols, the Arabs, and the Slavs. There was a lack of food and, of course, social unrest. So it was a matter of survival. The Byzantine historian Procopius describes it this way. During this year, a very bad omen appeared, because the sun exuded its light without radiance, and it looked too much like it was a solar eclipse, as its rays were blurred. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. So the sun's rays were blurred. According to the writings of a Syrian writer who observed the phenomenon, he said, "The sun began to darken day by day and the moon by night, while the sea was raging." The research that was done for the period between 536 and 551 AD showed that the trees stopped growing and the sunlight reaching the earth was much smaller, was much less. Now, let's remember that the Syrian writer, of course, we're talking about the Sea of the Mediterranean because it was over North Africa and Eastern Europe and Western Asia, which means that the sea that they were witnessing was, of course, the Mediterranean. And for the sea to be raging, I mean, it's much more tender. The weather is much more gentle than it is in the Atlantic or Pacific Ocean. The Mediterranean much more low-keyed. So for the waves to be raging, something had to have happened. It was at this time that the plague of Justinian broke out, and that plague was the end of 25 million people. It's estimated that 5,000 people died every day in the city of Constantinople, which is the first city of free Christianity, established by King Constantine the Great. It's King Constantine's city, named Constantinople, is now called Istanbul of Turkey. And it resulted in the disappearance of 40% of the city's inhabitants in a short period of time. 40%. Now, even today, scientists have not come up with the cause of these phenomena. The prevailing theory is that it may have been caused by a large volcanic eruption at the equator that covered the sky with a thick layer of ash. According to other versions, there were 2 major eruptions in 4 years, or climate change was caused by either a meteorite or a comet striking the Earth. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. If you have any more information about this dark event in 536 AD, please leave your comments and information. Thank you so much for your support.